Hello everyone. So in this video, we're going to be creating a random list, right? So basically say, for example, we have 10 people that show up at a party and we want them to discuss their stories. Like say it's a little bit organized. We want to show them we want to have them share their stories in kind of random order. So what we're going to do is basically use the random package in order to come up with a random list of numbers. So like in order, they want to, uh, share some stories or share some jokes, or in order for like singing a song, like karaoke or something like that, just to make it interesting, um, so that it's not the same, like same group over and over. So, or like if you're playing dominoes or something, maybe like you want to switch up the order. Say this is the order we're going to go in this time around, to make it a little bit interesting. So let's see. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is import the random package. And for my editor, I have Sublime text. And in order to run the Python script, I'm using the terminal running bash commands. I'm already pointed to the directory here. Yeah, so first we're going to do is, we're going to create our order. So we can do order equals an empty array, right? And then basically we're going to do a for loop. So in this case, we'll use the random int part of the random package, right? So if you do random integer, it'll give you that all random values, including the starting point and the end point as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a for loop. So in this case, we're going to do we're going to get 64 values. So we do for I in 64. And this can kind of be like made more generic into a function if you wanted. Say like you had 5 people playing dominoes, right? And we can try that as well with the dominoes. Like now we'll do 64 now, and then we'll do 5 people playing dominoes. What would be like the order? Say like, oh, we're gonna do this order here. So yeah, so we're gonna do x equals random dot rand int from 1 to 64. So from 1 to 64, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to, like, the case that we pick a random number and it's already in our array, we don't want to put that same number back in. So we have to make sure that the number that you put in is not already in there. So the best way you can do that is with the while loop. So we can do while loop, while x. So while x, and you can just call x in order. So in this case, it's gonna go, it's gonna stay in this until if it sees that's in order, if it's already in there, just keep trying to get another value. So we're just gonna call our same thing here, random. And the thing to note here is the first time you initialize x, it's not going to go in this while loop because there's nothing initialized in our order, right? So for example, like say x was initialized to be 5, while x in order would turn out, it would be false. So then it just skips this while loop. But in the case that, like if there's a 5 the first time around, and then the second time around, when it comes back and it assigns another random integer, let's say it did it 5 again, right? So then it would go in this while loop because 5 is already in the order, right? And then you just keep going and try to find another value that's not 5, right? Once it finds that, it'll exit because like 7 is not in the order, which only has 5 in it. So yeah. Yeah, so that's that. And then basically once it's found it, so if this while loop exits, right, that means it found a new number which has not existed in the array already. So we'll do order dot append and X. And then we're going to go print. So print 64 values, right? So now we can go. We already have loaded up. I have loaded up here running the Python script. Yeah, so we just hit run and then hit enter. And now we have our array here. So these are all random values from 1 to 64. So we have 24, 16, 19, 43, 30, 54, 26, and so on. So let's see, there's a 64 here, and there's a 1 here. So yeah, this is basically our list of 64 values randomly generated. So what we can do is we can kind of modify this. So say we're playing dominoes, right? So we can just change a few of the values, right? Actually, we can put in a number here. So we can call here and put in max equals 5, and then we can change, because there's 3 spots that it's changing, right? So max here, and then max here. Well, actually max, hopefully it's not a let's see, let's just call it value max, because it turned into blue, which is not good, which is like a keyword, Python keyword. So we'll go and call it value max instead. Value max, right? Value, and we'll save it. And now we'll hit run. Okay. And then, yeah, basically we got our order here. So yeah, if you're playing dominoes, 5 people playing dominoes, 4, 1, 5, 3, 2. So this is the first game you play, and then second one, you have this order. Third one, you have this order. So just to keep it a little bit interesting. Yeah. So hope you enjoyed this video, quick video on how to create like a random list. Can be very helpful and pretty easy, like to kind of code up. And since this is a very useful tool like this basically it just, you don't have to for loop through it through your entire array. You can just say, does this value exist in our array? It's pretty powerful command here. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Any comments, suggestions would really be helpful. Take care and see you in the next video. Thank you.